എന്താണ് ഉണക്കിയ ഞാൻ ഈ ക്യാമ്പിലേക്ക് നോക്കിയിട്ടാണ് പറഞ്ഞത്. A warm good morning. A warm good morning, one and all. On behalf of warm good morning. On behalf of good morning, one and all. On behalf of the Library of Jubilee Mission College of Nursing, Thrissur, Kerala, has organizing a national webinar on preparation and publishing of scholarly articles in collaboration with IQAC. Myself, Dr. Chris Thomas, librarian, Jubilee Mission College of Nursing, welcome you all for today's webinar. Every event needs God's blessing. Let us start with a silent prayer. I request Dr. Sister Philoreshmi, Vice Principal, Jubilee Mission College of Nursing, for welcome speech. Over to you, sister.
Very good morning and greetings to you all. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of the Jubilee Mission College of Nursing for the national webinar on preparation and publication of scholarly articles conducted by Library and IQAC JMCON. I feel honored to welcome Reverend Father Francis Pallikunnat, Director, Jubilee Mission Medical College and Nursing Research Institute, for taking keen interest in inaugurating this webinar. Without his support and encouragement, this event would not have been possible. I welcome Father Shijo Mapranathugaran, Assistant Director, Jubilee Mission Medical College and Research Institute, to this from the first step of this to till this moment. Welcome you, Father. It gives me tremendous pleasure to welcome our resource person, Dr. Dineshan Kuwakai, former Assistant Librarian, University of Calicut, for his kind acceptance to be a resource person. And making this webinar an imperative one. He is a very eminent person who has written about 50 research papers and published and 3 books. We wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. I welcome our principal, Madam, in her absentia, who has been a strong support to make this event happen. I also welcome Dr. Sister Teresa Ando, Vice Principal, Clinical, and IQAC Coordinator, who agreed to give an insight to the seminar topic. I welcome you, sister. I warmly welcome Dr. Chris, Librarian, and all those who registered and joined this webinar. And you are the key persons and going to be beneficiaries of this program. Welcome you all. Once more, I welcome all of you to this seminar and hope that you all will have a very good time ahead. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sister. I extend my sincere welcome to Dr. Sister Philoreshmi, Vice Principal, Jubilee Mission College of Nursing, who has been a strong pillar to conduct this program. May I now request Reverend Father Francis Pallikunnat, Director, Jubilee Mission Medical College and Research Institute, for the inauguration and presidential address.
respected Vice Principals, Sister Philorishmi, Sister Teresa Anto, Librarian Dr. Chris, today's resource person, Dr. Dineshan, dear delegates. On the outset, I congratulate the library department and quality team of the Jubilee Mission College of Nursing for taking this initiative to conduct a webinar, especially in this time of corona pandemic, where meeting people physically is not feasible. People have time to meet on virtual platforms and share the experience and probably use this time for better learning opportunities. Publish or perish is a dictum that we all many a time share, but serious attempts at publishing, serious attempts at research do not come out from our academic institutions most of the time, because people are unaware how they can go about engaging in research, also bringing out good publications. The methodology, the right choosing the right publications, these things probably come from sharing the experiences of those who had been involved in publishing, as well as uh, learning by experience over the years. I hope this webinar being hosted by Jubilee Mission College of Nursing will be helpful to many people who are initiating themselves to research and publication. It's so happy to see so many registrations and so many people still joining in the session. I wish every one of the delegates a very fruitful academic day. All the best to you, and congratulations to the Jubilee Mission College of Nursing team. Thank you.
Thank you, Father. Now, I like to call Dr. Sister Teresa Anto, IQC Coordinator of Jubilee Mission College of Nursing, for introducing the topic.
Is it audible? Okay. Reverend
ma'am.
Father Francis Pallikunas, our director, Dr. Dineshan, the resource person of today's webinar, dear delegates, and all my Jubilee family members, a warm good morning to one and all. I know all are very eager to hear from Dr. Dineshan, the resource person of today's webinar. We got an apt person to lead today's topic, preparation and publication of article. The publication of original research in a peer-reviewed and indexed journal is ultimate and most important step towards the recognition of any scientific work. The publication of scientific work has become mandatory for all of us, and it is now desirable even at an undergraduate level. Maintaining the ethics and science of research and understanding the norms of preparing an article for publication is very important in improving the quality of research in our country. Today's webinar is very relevant and brings various aspects of an article publication. In the input from Dr. Dineshan will help us to publish our articles with more exciting ways. Today, he will be covering the most important aspect of preparing and publishing the article. I wish a good day for all. Empower yourself and get ready with your articles for the publication. Have a good day. Thank you.
मग अर्थ तर लावायचं चालून जातं म्हणून दिलं त्यांनी तिन्ही आहे हे आपण हे लावू असं लावू.
Thank you, sister. Then, with the kind permission of Father Francis Pallikunar, we start the session of the webinar. Now, let us move to the most awaiting session. You feel free to message your queries in the chat box during the session. Your clarification and queries will be attending at the end of the session. Then I like to introduce our resource person, Dr. Dineshan Kuvakai. Kuvakai received his MA Economics in 1986 and MLIC in 1995 with first rank from University of Calicut. He was awarded PhD in Library and Information Science of Calicut in 2004. He has completed several postgraduate diplomas. He is a resource person in many institutions. He has published 50 research papers and 3 books. He has attended and organized many regional, national, and international conferences, seminars, and workshops, and presented papers in national and international conferences. He has held various positions like Board of Studies member, publication officer, founder librarian, nodal officer, coordinator, etc. After retiring as assistant librarian, senior scale, and head of the technical division, University Library, University of Calicut, he is now working as a freelance information professional and academic. We are very glad to have such an eminent personality as a resource person, and I would like to request Dr. Dineshan Kuvakai to start the session. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Good morning to all. I hope I am audible.
Yes.
Okay. My sincere thanks to the team at Jubilee Mission College, especially Reverend Father and Vice Principal Sisters, and Dr. Chris Thomas, who has actually invited me to present this webinar. So we are coming to welcome all, welcome dear participants. I think there are 226 participants now and 27 now. And some more will join, I think, as Chris informed me. There are about 800 participants. I'm happy to see such a good registration for the webinar. In this webinar, I would like to make it a type of a practical session so that you can also participate in that. So the today's topic is actually preparation and publication of scholarly articles. And I'm making this as an MS Word presentation to make it to have a whiteboard effect. I would like to write something while speaking. You also have some work in between, and please don't leave in between the program. This I would like to make it some more practical oriented, because last week or before that we had a similar session on preparation of scholarly articles conducted by the Cochin University of Science and Technology, in which I was a resource person. So to make some difference, sometimes some participants of that workshop will be attending this webinar as well. So I would like to make some changes in the presentation of the webinar. I hope you are seeing the presentation. You can see what I have presented here as a Word presentation, as MS Word text. I hope it is visible. Okay. If any problem, if you find any problem in seeing me or in understanding things, you can unmute your audio and ask me questions in between. No problem if you interrupt me. But please don't unmute if you have no question. If you unmute without having question, the disturbances at your place will disturb all the participants. So if you have any question, please unmute and ask me. Or as suggested here, you can give your questions in the chat box, and we will have a discussion at the end of the session. Both are acceptable. You can stop me and ask a question in between, no problem. So we can go to the session directly. So the topic as suggested here, preparation and publication of scholarly articles. So preparation of scholarly article is a very important thing, because publish or perish is the motto now. The main motto of the 21st century is publish or perish. If you are not publishing, then you have no existence, especially in the academic field. So we are all working in the academic field some way or other, sometimes as teachers or the supporting staff as librarians and as other academic people who directly or indirectly involved in the academic matters. So the UGC says that for the advancement, for the career advancement, you need to publish a certain amount of scholarly articles or some other publications. So to get career advancement for the placement, for example, from assistant librarian to the assistant librarian senior scale, assistant librarian senior scale to the selection grade to the associate professor and professor. Likewise, in the library field also, similar placements are there: assistant librarian, senior scale, selection grade, then deputy librarian, university librarian, and so on. And I think I'm not going to these things in detail, because I think everybody knows the career advancement prospects of the academics. In all these cases, you need publication in good scholarly journals. One thing is that, and the next thing is the visibility. You are recognized in the field from your publications. You may have the social visibility in the social media. You may be present in the Facebook, you may be present in the LinkedIn, you may be present in the WhatsApp and all. But in the academic field, your visibility is counted through your publications. So for that also, you have to publish. And also knowledge generation is another important thing. The subject, as you know, every subject has developed with the publication. If the subject has no publication, then there is no subject at all. And the subject will die if no publication is appearing in the field. So for the survival of the subject, for the development of the subject, you have to publish. If you love your subject, you have to publish. So publication may be different. If you're an academic and if you expect career advancement, you publish in the scholarly journals. If you want to generate ideas, generate knowledge in your field, you can publish scholarly articles as well as some books and some other things. If you want visibility, you can publish in the scholarly journals as well as in the popular journals or popular magazines, or even in the newspaper. You can write in the newspaper, you can write in magazines, you can write in the popular items to get visibility. You can get visibility in your subject by publishing in the scholarly journals. So we are is concentrating on publishing in the scholarly journals. So the problem while publishing, or problem we are facing always, is the problem of procrastination. That is postponement things. We are all subject to procrastination. We all postpone things. We will decide or we decide that tomorrow we will start writing. Tomorrow we can do things, as people say as a joke. I will stop smoking tomorrow. If you are a smoker, if you are a chain smoker, sometimes in a new year determination, you may decide to stop smoking tomorrow or from the new year onwards. But that will never happen. So that decision will never work. So also that there is no tomorrow. The problem is there is no tomorrow. Only today exists. When we decide that we can write tomorrow, the next day, that is the 30th of October, when the sun rises on 30th October, that again is today, not tomorrow. Then the next day, again, when the sun rises, that is today. So there is no tomorrow at all. So if you're writing an article, if you wish to write an article and publish an article, start today itself. So as I said earlier, what to publish? We are publishing scholarly article. We are discussing publishing the scholarly articles, not the common or general popular articles. We are concentrating on publishing scholarly articles because we are all in the academic field. So while writing scholarly articles, remember these things. You are a scholar. When writing a research article, you are a scholar. You are a researcher in the field. You are contributing something in the subject area. You can use technical terminology because the expected audience also is having similar background as you have. If you are a researcher in nursing, or if you are an expert in nursing, you are writing a research article with your expertise, and you can use the terminology that will be understandable to the audience, because the audience also is the community. And you can present graphs, charts, photographs, etc. And the journal in which you are publishing the article, most often the journals will not have any advertisement at all. In most of the scholarly journals, there will not be any advertisement, but some advertisements on the cover page you can see sometimes. But generally, what distinguishes between the common article, common magazines, general magazines, and scholarly journal is that in common magazines, general magazines, you can see so many advertisements apart from the articles. But in scholarly journals, you cannot see much advertisement, and you can see the scholarly articles in such journals. So remember that you are a scholar and the reader also is a scholar. So that way you have to communicate. The difference between a common journal magazine, common magazine, is that the readers are common people. So when you write an article in a general magazine, you write to the audience, the audience is common people. So the language you use in a general magazine is the language which is understandable to the common people. But in a scholarly journal, the language you're using is scholarly, and the scholarly community can understand the technical terminology you're using in your journal, in your article. Yes. So these are the important questions to be answered while writing a scholarly article. One thing, are you good at generating ideas? So you have to write an article based on an idea generated by you. I will come to it later. Then the second question is your language. Are you good at your language? Do you have a good comment over English language? English language specifically, because most of the scholarly publications are in the English language. So are you good at English language? Do you have adequate knowledge in English knowledge? That is a question. So that is the main thing I suppose most people would write. But remember, do you think that you have adequate knowledge in your regional language? Do you know the grammar of your regional language? I hope that many people from different parts of India are here. Kannada people are there, Tamil people are there, Hindi people are there. Do you think that you are well versed in the grammar of your language? I am from Kerala, and my language, my regional language is Malayalam. I don't think that I know the grammar of Malayalam. But still, we write in our regional language, we speak in our regional language, we think in our regional language, we even dream in our regional language without knowing the grammar. Similarly, English also. You need not know the complete structure, complete grammar, everything in English language to write a scholarly article. But remember, it should be grammatically correct. When you write a sentence, it should be grammatically correct. Grammatically correct in the sense that there should be an agreement between the subject and verb. There must be an agreement. If you know the parts of a sentence, a simple sentence, then I think you can write. Simply, you can write. So if you want to develop the language, you read. That is up to you to decide. Then the most important thing is the structure of the article. You must be familiar with the structure of the article, scholarly articles. It is not an essay. It is not an assignment. A scholarly publication, a scholarly article is not an essay which you write for the class or an assignment or a term paper which you submit for an internal assessment. That is different. That structure also is to be taken care of. So these are the main things you should bear in mind while writing a research article. So the idea is very important. Your English language, the use of English language is important, and also the structure of the article is important. So you should remember that most often the articles are rejected because of the poor structure of the article. Poor structure of the article, and also I think nobody will write the article in a bad language, bad English. But if you have written it in a language which is not scholarly, you will rewrite. You will redraft, rewrite using some technology. Okay, so we can come to this. So are you good at generating ideas? That is the first thing. So while writing a research article, the first and foremost thing is generating an idea, in the sense that you are writing an article on a new topic. The topic is to be novel. It should give a new idea to the audience, to the reader. So if you are good at generating ideas, then select a topic. So what will be the topic of writing an article today? So you decide on that. Then if your answer is no, you are not good at generating ideas, then read literature. Literature in your subject, articles in your subject, scholarly materials in your subject. So while reading articles in your subject, you will understand what are the new areas in our subject. What are the new areas to be discussed in the present situation? So you read and generate the idea to make your own topic for writing an article. So selecting a topic, write down the title in your article. I said at the outset that it's a type of practical oriented session. So now you can write a title for publication or is considering for publication of a scholarly article. You can just take a white paper and write a title of an article on which you are writing your paper. So it is important because at the end we can discuss the title and you can finalize the title. So just for an experiment, write down a title for an article. You are writing an article today itself, not tomorrow. So you are selecting a topic. You are selecting a topic. So while writing down the topic or the title, that should be attractive. The title should be attractive. Hello, I think it's audible now. So the title should be attractive. So when you write your title, the title, I repeat, the title is for the article you are writing today and will be published or sent for publication next week probably. So write down the article that the title should be attractive. Attractive in the sense that when somebody reads that title, people may think that it's a good article. People may have a notion that it's a good article. So that attractiveness should be there in the title of the article. Then the second thing you should bear in mind that it should reflect the main theme. So the title of the article conveys which theme the article contains. So it should convey the main theme. Then the third thing you have to remember is that it should be specific as possible. It should be very specific. That does not mean that it should be limited to three or four words, but it should not be it is specific to the main theme of your article. And remember some keywords listed after the abstract. So in a scholarly article, after the abstract, you have to write some keywords. I will come to that in detail. There are some words listed in the title, keywords should be there in the title also. And the reverse also. I'll come to that when while we discuss the keywords. So these are the things you have to bear in mind. I think you have written down a topic, written down a title, a rough title for writing an article next week. So it is attractive. The title you have written is attractive. It reflects the main theme you are about to speak to the audience. It is specific. And some words, that is the later stage. You can take some words from the title to the keywords. Okay, fine. So I have written this topic here just for an experiment. I don't claim that it is a very good topic, very good title. It is a title, just an exercise for example, pandemic anxiety and home management. Pandemic anxiety and home management, a case of household women in Kerala. This is a topic I have written here. Which subject it will cover? Pandemic anxiety and home management. Any subject, it's an interdisciplinary one. It may come in management. It may come in women's studies. It may come in psychology because anxiety aspect is there. It may come in medicine, nursing because pandemic is there. So all these things may come. So if you want to make it specific to the nursing community or the medical community or the paramedical community, you give thrust on the nursing aspect or the medical aspect. If you want to, right? I'm saying about nursing because the nursing college is conducting this program, and many nursing people, nursing scholars and academics, teachers will be there in the webinar. So this way you can change. So this topic itself you can coin with changes in your subject, pandemic anxiety, home management, so COVID-19, all these come here. So the topic is current. The topic is novel. The topic is topic conveys the current ideas. All these things should be borne in mind while writing a topic. This is not a perfect title. I am not claiming that this is a perfect title. You can get ideas from this topic how you take a topic. So I have just written a subtitle as a case of household women in Kerala. So usually we write a study on women in Kerala or household women in Kerala or something like that. But that type of wording is not advisable, a study, because it itself is a study. So you need not repeat a study in the title. It is my opinion. It is my suggestion. So I think you have written down your own topic, and at the end we can have a discussion on your own topic, not my topic, your own topic. So after deciding the topic, after deciding the title, the next step is to find out the source. Are you able to find out a source? Find out the source for what? For getting resources. Because the total article is not written on your own words. You're writing your idea, you're making your argument, and to support that argument, you have to cite the articles or cite the studies which have already been published. Some others also have worked on that, might have worked on that, and you get such articles and get the articles and give citations. And also for giving literature review, you have to search the sources. So the best source I would suggest is core in the sense, now it is not working, that's why I'm not taking that. Today some problem is there with core. I just, yes, I just want to check whether it is working. Some problem is there with the core site. Otherwise, I would have shown you how you search for the articles in core. It is not working. Sorry for that. So I will give you the website address of that: https://core.ac.uk. This is a very good aggregation. Core is a very good aggregation from where you can find out lakhs of articles. You can download thousands of articles in your subject, thousands of scholarly material, open access materials from the aggregation core. So go to core and find out the articles which you want to find out, or in your area, search for the articles in your, there are so many aspects of limiting the search and all. It is not working, that's why otherwise I would have gone to that website and make you familiar with that. Please don't be Yeah, there's no problem with regard to that. You can search for that tomorrow. Now it is not working. That's the problem. So go to the aggregator core. It is free, completely free. No problem in accessing the materials in core. Everything is open access. Open access in the sense that you can download it, you can use it. Remember that whenever you use the content, it should be ethical. In the sense that whenever you use the content or idea of others, you have to give the citations. So then search and download some relevant relevant material. So be familiar with such relevant material. So you have your own idea. You have your own idea to write the article. To have more ideas, you just go to this consortia and download articles. I'm not specific about core. You can search the articles in some other also. You can go to Google or Google Scholar or something like that. No problem. But core covers more. That's why I said core. So yeah. That is a thing, or from wherever you find, you can download the articles and read such articles. And if you want to cite such articles, you can incorporate the content to your article for supporting your argument, and you can use that. So that is the first part. The second part is where to publish. It's a question of publishing. So as I said at the beginning, if you want to publish in a general magazine, in a popular magazine, then you decide on that. You can publish, you can identify a popular magazine, and if the editors and the publishers publish your article, then okay, no problem, and you will get popularity. But in the case of academics, the publication in the scholarly article is important. So if you are publishing scholarly articles and if you are an academic, you select UGC CARE list. You publish in the UGC CARE list because previously it was UGC approved journal. Now UGC has changed that to UGC core list journals, UGC CARE list, UGC CARE list journals. So I will come to the UGC CARE list. In between, if you want to ask anything, you can ask me. In this presentation, I'm going to UGC CARE list now. Yes, this is the UGC website, ugc.ac.in, www.ugc.ac.in. Here you can see faculty corner. In the faculty corner, you can see the link UGC approved journals. Click on that. UGC says that UGC approved list of journals has been replaced by UGC CARE list with effect from 14/6/2019. Yes, now it is UGC CARE list journal. Okay, so click on that, go to UGC CARE list to see what are the journals included in the UGC CARE list. In UGC CARE list, there are two groups of journals, UGC CARE list 1 and UGC CARE list 2. So in the UGC CARE list 1, you can see that this is the two groups instead of original one. There were two. Yes, there were 4 groups of journals. Now it is 2 groups. Group 1 journals qualified through UGC CARE protocol. Group 1 journal, UGC CARE list group 1 means journals found qualified through UGC CARE protocol. There's a protocol, UGC protocol. Based on that protocol, UGC approves the journal and includes that journal in the UGC CARE list. There is a mechanism for that. So if you want to include a particular journal published by your institution, then you apply to this UGC core committee. That is in the Pune University. The address also, everything will be here through your IQAC. And if they find that it can be approved, then they will approve the journal and will include in the UGC care list. And already there are so many journals included in the UGC care list approved by the UGC care protocol committee. And don't be confused with care and core. Care is the list of journals approved by the UGC. Core is an aggregator, no relation between UGC care and core. Core is aggregator in UK, aggregating the open access journals and making available the open access articles for you free of cost. There is no connection, there is no relation in between UGC care and core list journals. Don't be confused with that. UGC care list is the list of journals approved by UGC committee, UGC core care committee, and you can also join. Then the second is UGC care list group 2, journals indexed in globally recognized databases such as Scopus, Web of Science, etc. So if a journal is indexed in Scopus, it automatically comes to the care list. If a journal is indexed in Web of Science, it automatically comes to UGC care list. There is no further verification for that journal. But for the other journals, if a journal is not indexed in Scopus or in Web of Science, then the UGC care committee evaluates that journal and decides whether to include that journal in the UGC care list. Okay, so that is about the UGC care list. To get that, you have to log into. You have to log into the UGC care list. For logging in, you have to register in that. I have already registered, so I can log in. So here you can register. You can click on register here and register. You have to, I just go to register here. See, you have to give your salutation, Mr. Doctor, etc. Your name, last name, your gender, your mobile number, then address for correspondence, then email ID and password. Email ID must be a working email ID. And password need not be your email password. You can devise a new password, no problem. You can devise a new password and confirm that password and enter the capacity. Okay, so this way you can register in the care. Yes, UGC care. So then only you can search and find out the journal. So just log in UGC care, enter your email address. I am giving my email address here, then password here. Yes, and I am saying to the computer that I am not a robot. Yes, computer understands that I am not a robot. I am logging in. See, here you can see alert, group 1, group 2, list cloned journals. Clone journals. Group 1 also, so there are some clone journals, and group 2 there are some clone journals. Please avoid publishing in the clone journals. The group 1 journal, just see what are the group cloned journals here. See, print journal included in care list. The title is ABRU, but another journal is there, ABRU journal, which is a clone of this, which is not approved by the UGC. This is an approved journal. This is in the core list. ABRU is in the core list, but ABRU journal is not in the core list. So these are the yes, you can see some difference, some word difference is there, and it is actually cloning. This is actually cloning. So you find out the clone journals, and you should not publish in the clone journals. And remember one more thing: when you are publishing in the, you are very specific in publishing, and also you are eager to publish some people may send you an email that our journal is included in the UGC care list, and we will be publishing your article next week. Naturally, you will submit an article. But remember, there are dangers. You must find out whether that is included in the UGC care list. You must understand whether that is included in the UGC care list. Okay. So come to the UGC care list. See, I have logged into. So I am searching for that. So care list, you search by title or ISSN or publisher to verify whether a particular art journal is included in the care list. If somebody sends you an email saying that this is the journal, this what is the journal in which we will publish your article, then go to the care list, find out the title, whether that title is included in the care list. Or you can find out by ISSN, by the publisher, name of the publisher, and also by the subject. To identify a care list journal, identify a journal in your particular subject. You can go to subject search. So you want to find out some journals in which you can publish. Yes, then go to subject and search. Give the subject value here. Subject value here. If you want to publish in a nursing journal, nursing, just nursing here, you need not publish nursing alone. You can publish in interdisciplinary journal. You can publish in the medical journal. Medical also comes. Yes, nursing also comes under medicine. No problem. I am specifically searching nursing alone. Search. So UGC says that. UGC says, so Indian Journal of Continuing Nursing Education is a journal approved by the UGC. It is included in the UGC care list. Then see the fourth one. Journal of Cellular Immunotherapy. It is discontinued from July 2020. Some publishers may say that this is our journal. Journal of Cellular Immunology is a journal. It is in 2021. They are publishing and ask you to submit an article to that journal. That means it's fake. It is discontinued from July 2020. Remember that. Don't send an article to Journal of Cellular Immunology because it is discontinued, it is stopped. Okay, so remember that. So see whether this journal, Open Journal of Psychiatry Allied Science. Okay, fine, no problem. So find out the journal, any journal you find out, view this, view the journal. View the journal. See, this is the detail about the journal title. Publication language is there. English is the language. Publisher is academic publisher. ISSN is there. EISSN. EISSN means it is available online also, electronically available. So ISSN is different. Discipline is science. Subject is nursing. No. Focus subject is psychiatric mental health. So this is a journal included in the UGC care list. Then what the next step? The first step, as I said, is to identify the journal to which you are going to send the article, or to which you are writing the article. So before writing the article, you should decide to which journal you are sending the article, because all journals will have their own publication method, publication pattern. There will be a structure of the article. Each journal will give you a specific structure. There's a common structure in science journals, science articles, that is known as IMRAD format. IMRAD format. IMRAD format. IMRAD is I is introduction, M is materials and methods, Then result and discussion. That is IMRAD format. Science generally accepts IMRAD format, but each journal will accept a different pattern of writing style. So to identify that, go to the journal website. From here, you click on the journal title. You can go to the journal website to see what are the requirements. See, this is the journal website. The journal in which you are going to publish. It is just an example. You are going to publish in this journal. That means you have selected this journal. I am not specific about this journal. You just remember that you have to identify a journal in the UGC care list and go to the details and identify the details in that journal. So go to you are going to the details of the journal in the website. Here you can see author instructions. In the journal, here you can see author instructions. See, author instructions are there. Yes, it is not coming. Yes, yeah, it is come. This is the author instruction. So see, everything is here. What you want to do. So word limit is there. If it is a review, 5,000 words. If it is a research article, 3,000 words. If it is a case study, 1,500 words, word limitation. So this is the format. Manuscript preparation format is like introduction must be there, methods must be there, result, discussion. This way you have to write the article for this journal, for this specific journal. If you are sending the article to another journal, the structure will be different. So in what structure you have to write the article is determined by the author guidelines of each journal. To know how to write, what is the structure of the article, go to the author guidelines, author instructions of each journal. See, this is the keywords. They say that keywords should not repeat the title of the manuscripts. They say like. So generally, the general understanding is that there should be one or two key terms that should be taken from the title. The keywords, some keywords should be taken from the title. That is a general rule. But see, in this journal, they say that keywords should not repeat the title of the article. So it is contradictory to the general way. So you should understand what they say. So they say that you need not repeat the words in the title in the keyword. Okay. Reference. Reference style should be Vancouver style. So you are familiar with some other styles. You need not worry about that style. They will say what is the Vancouver style, or if you want, you can go to some other software packages like Mendeley yes. So that is the Vancouver style they are accepting. You cannot say that I write only in the APA style or MLA style or some other style which you are familiar with. They say that they need Vancouver style. So write in the Vancouver style. I will come to how you will understand the Vancouver style. Okay. Then manuscript submission. Everything is here. IndianJournal.com. Everything is there. So then remember, in the medical journal, conflict of interest statement. There will be a conflict of interest. Conflict of interest in the sense that if an agency is sponsoring your research, you are publishing an article based on your project, based on your project done by having financial assistance from some other agency, then you cannot say negatively against that sponsoring agency. Suppose that your institution is sponsoring your study and you cannot say against your institution in your study. There is a conflict of interest. So in the article, you should say specifically that this is funded by this agency. There may be conflict of interest. If I am not saying against anything against our institution, that means because it is because our institution is funding me. That's the thing. Then another most important thing, that is now a controversy now, statement of informed consent, especially in the medical field. If you are conducting a study on the patients, the information about the patient is to be kept confidential. And you can disclose the things only if you have consent of the patient. If you got the consent of the patient, then no problem. Yes, you can include that. So informed consent. So such things you must understand while writing an article. Okay. Okay, fine. So this is about author instructions. So select a journal and find out the author instructions, author guidelines before writing the article. Then again, to understand what is the structure of the article, you just go to the issues of the journal, find out any article. Find out an article. See this title: a study on prevalence of psychiatric morbidity and substance abuse among prisoners. This is a study. Again, I don't recommend a title like this. A study on prevalence. You need not write. You can change according to that. But even if you write like that, the journal will accept that. So you can go to the PDF format of this article. You can download the article, PDF of that article. Yes, I got the PDF of that article. I don't know whether you can see that. I don't know whether you can see that. Anyway, yeah, in this introduction is there, materials and methods, everything. You can download result, conclusion, everything is there, and also the reference pattern also is there. Okay, so you can follow the pattern in this article or any other article. Okay. So decide that. So decide the journal. So at the beginning, we decided the topic. We decided the journal, we verified whether that journal is included in the UGC care list, and we found how to write the structure of the article accepted by that particular journal, everything. So then go to the, yes. Now I'm stop my sharing this particular thing, okay. Okay, so I'm sharing my previous screen again. Okay, so you are familiar with UGC care list. You have identified a journal. You have read the author guidelines. You have understood the style to write. Okay. Fine. I think there is no question in between. If you have any question, if you want to discuss, or at the end we can discuss, no problem. Then go to, yes, the next thing you have to decide whether write by single author or joint author. If you want to include another person in your article, in your, yes, a scholarly publication. Single author or joint author, or if you want to include the name of your research guide or your professor or your principal in the article, that is up to you to decide. There is no hard and fast rule for that. So if you want to include the name of your research guide, you can include, then decide who will be the first author and who will be the second author. As per the UGC guidelines, UGC Regulation 2018, if there are two authors for a particular article, both the authors will get 70% of the marks. 70% of the marks in the sense that if you get 10 marks for a research article, then if it is joint author article and there are two authors, then you will get 7 marks. You will get 7 marks only. Previously it was not like that. Now it is 7 marks. Then if there are more than 3 authors, if there are more than 2 authors, I mean, more than 2 authors, there are 3 authors, for example. In that case, the first author will get 7 marks, 70% of the mark. Second, third, and the remaining authors will get 30% of the marks. That's the difference. So you have to decide. That is up to you to decide. No, it is not me to say whether you have to write by single author or joint author or something like that. So that is up to you to decide. And if you have any doubt regarding that, you can ask at the end. Okay. So you have not started writing a research article. So you are at the stage at the title alone. So you have decided a title. You have decided the journal in which you are going to publish the article. You have understood the author guidelines and all these things. Then you have to collect the data. Because most often research articles are published. Research articles are published by the journals. There may be 2 types of articles: conceptual papers, conceptual or the theoretical papers, as well as the scholarly research articles. Conceptual papers are not actually accepted always. Conceptual papers are not encouraged always. But if the conceptual paper is very novel idea, if it is a very new thing, then of course a journal will accept that. But you stick on to the research article containing the data. So collect data. How can you collect data? Do you know how to collect data online? I think the answer will be yes, because Google Form is there. Everybody is familiar with Google Form, and Google Form, collecting data through Google Form and analyzing the data, everything you will be familiar with. Otherwise, we can conduct another webinar on that. Okay, so collect data, then analysis. For analysis, Google Form will give you some tips. Analyze, convert into tables and graphs, give interpretations. This is up to this stage. So up to interpretation. So that is the first thing you have to give before writing the article. So collect data, give the tables and figures. For that, give proper interpretation and keep it somewhere else. Okay, fine. Then go to writing the research article. So we have the title there. Write the title. What is our title? Any title you have written. Yes, I have taken this article, taken the title as pandemic anxiety. Okay, this is the article. So you have collected data, you have analyzed the data, you have tables and figures now in your hands, and you have given interpretations. So the title is this. Yes, this is the title we have selected, for example. Okay. Okay, then what else you have to write? Your name, your name. Okay, your name, your official address, your email, your mobile number, etc. Remember, in some journals, you have to submit articles. The first page must be blind. Blind in the sense that you should not give the name of author and details there. This is for the blind review. When an article is given for review, then your name should not be there. And there are review system which accepts double blind. Double blind in the sense that the first reviewer does not know who is the second reviewer. The first reviewer does not know who is the author. The second reviewer does not know the author. So this is that way. So you write the author and affiliation here. Author, name of author and affiliation. Affiliation is your affiliation. Maybe a research scholar, maybe a librarian, maybe a researcher, maybe a faculty, maybe any other person. Okay, write that. Then below that, you have to give the abstract. Abstract. So you cannot write abstract now because you have not written the article. The abstract can be written only at the end alone. So leave that. Okay, then write keywords. Yes, keywords. Keywords. Here also you cannot write keywords. So as a general rule, you can accept some words from here, from the title. As you have seen from some other journal, they do not accept the words from title in the keyword. General rule, you can take some keywords from the title. Okay, fine. So how many keywords? Depends on the rule of the journal. Usually 5 keywords, 7 keywords. Usually 5 to 7 keywords are enough. But if the journal says that you have to give 10 keywords, then you have to stick on to that. Okay. I'll come to the keywords later. Yes, keywords. Then write introduction. Introduction is the next part of writing your article. So introduction, first. So in the introduction part, broad theme or the topic is written. So write the opening paragraph in plain English without using technical jargon. That's the rule. So you follow this rule, write the opening paragraph, first paragraph. In the first paragraph, you should not jump into the topic. You should not jump into the core of the topic in the first paragraph. The first paragraph is to be general without using technical jargon, using plain English language. Plain English language. Okay, so the first paragraph, and use the sentences. Sentence, as I said earlier, you may not be an expert in English language. The word itself, MS Word, if you are typing in MS Word, the MS Word itself will say that the sentence is grammatically wrong if you committed wrong. If you have written a wrong sentence, if you have typed a wrong sentence in the MS Word itself will say that it's a wrong sentence by underlining in red. Then you can change. So simple grammatical rules you must be familiar with. So read some language rule, in the sense that if you know tense, present tense, past tense, tense of a verb, tense of the verb. If you know simple sentence structure, what is the subject, agreement between the subject and the verb, and if you know the passive voice, active voice, simple grammar things, if you know, you can write, no problem. You can write by knowing simple grammar of English. Simple grammar in the sense that tense, active voice, passive voice, structure of a sentence. Only this much grammar is enough to write an article. Yes. So if you're writing an article, just that much language is enough. Then remember, all similar sentence, simple sentence. If you read an article like that, how will you feel? If you read an article written in simple language, simple sentence in the sense that subject, verb, and object. That is simple sentence. If all sentences are simple sentences, then reading that sentence will be boring. So in that case, you have to write simple sentence as well as complex sentences. That you have to learn. So usually technical writing says that if you have used a simple sentence first, then the second sentence can be a complex sentence. If you have written the first sentence a simple sentence, again second also is a simple sentence, no problem. But anyway, invariably the third sentence must be a complex sentence. That will give beauty to the writing. That you have to remember. So that way you can write the first paragraph. So it is to be plain, not directly dealing with the subject. Then the second paragraph. Second paragraph is to be related to the first paragraph. There should be one-to-one relationship between the first paragraph and second paragraph and third paragraph, and so on. You move, and you have to write only 3-4 paragraphs for a research article for the introduction. 3-4 paragraphs will be enough because all other parts will come. So yes. So use catchy opening statement. Okay, all these are up to you. Then the second thing is review of literature. I'm saying about a journal article, and all research journals will accept this. I don't say that all research journal will accept this way. Generally, the structure of an article, the title is there, author name and affiliation is there, then abstract is there, then keywords are there, then introduction, then review of literature. This is a general structure. And you should stick on to the structure specified by the journal in which you are going to submit your article. So I'm saying about a general article. General article in the sense that general structure of the article, not the popular journal article, general structure of an article. So review of literature, theoretical core of the article. You just review what have been done. Before that, I have to say some more thing in the introduction. In the introduction, you should write your argument, your ideas, and that ideas are to be supported by the previous researchers. You have to give citations to make it more scholarly. So when you write the whole introduction or your own words, then that will be awkward. Your words, your sentences should be supported by the articles of others, the studies of others. You have to give citations, in-text citation. In-text citation in the sense that if you are taking some idea from others, you have to give acknowledgement in the text. Say, for example, here you write the name of a person here. Yes, I give the name of an author, for example, some person. Yes, God will, for example. If you are taking from a person, God will. This is a style. This is one style of writing. Yes, God will. God will is the last name of the author, and 2019 is the year of publication of the article. This way you can cite, give citation, and at the end you have to give reference according to this. Here the last name and year. This is actually APA style, American Psychological Association style. You can give that way if the APA style is accepted by the journal. If the journal suggests another style, you have to give the in-text citation in that way, that style. Okay. So you support your argument with the already published works. That way you can make it more scholarly. So give literature review here. Yes, literature review. Give literature review. So it is not summary of the previous study, but it's a critical evaluation. Critical evaluation. How much literature review you have to give in the literature review part? Depends on the journal. Some journals may say that you have to give a 5 literature review or 10 literature review also, or sometimes 3. just go to a previously published article in the journal and see how many reviews are given there. So go to that. So there is no hard and fast rule regarding that. So literature review, give literature review. Then give your objectives of the study. Give your objectives of the study. How many objectives? Up to you. That is up to you to decide, no problem. Okay. Then the methodology. In science, yes, method and material. Method and material. So in the methodology part, describe the steps, how you conducted the study, what sample you have selected, what data collection method you adopted, what tool you have used for collecting data, what are the variables of your study. Okay, these are the things. So there may be an experiment. If it is an experimental study, there may be controlled variable, independent variable, dependent variable. All these things are there. That is up to you to decide. Okay, so this is the methodology part. You have to write a very small part. Then write result and discussion. This is the main part. So you have analyzed the data, you have collected the data, you have analyzed the data, and that is there in another part. Take that and present here. Decide whether you have to give in tables, whether you have to give in graphs, whether you have to give graphs, whether you have to give tables. All these are up to you, depending on the structure of the article accepted by the journal. So decide on that. So give the result and discussion part here. Tables, figures, etc. So then that part is over. Then the result and discussion. Discussion part also will come. Discussion part will give the summary of the findings and all. Okay, then finally come to the conclusion of the article. Write the conclusion of the article. Okay, conclusion, you know how you conclude the article. Like introduction, there must be a conclusion. Okay, then give references to the articles which you have cited in the text. Only references in the text reference are to be given in the here. No more references are to be given. If you have cited an article in the text, you give the references here. Okay. Also depend on the style. APS style you can follow, Chicago style you can follow, MLS style you can follow. If the journal permits, if the journal permits. If the journal permits Vancouver style, as we have seen earlier, journal accepts Vancouver style, then you follow the Vancouver style, right? Okay. So if you don't know the citation, in every citation, every references, these components will be there. Name of the author or editor. If it is a book, name of the editor will be there. No journal editor is there. Journal editor name is not at all important. Here editor means editor of a book. If a book you are using and that book is edited by somebody, then the name of editor is important, or the name of author is important. Name of author is an important component of the reference. So how to write the name of the author is very important. That depends on the writing style manual you are following. Anyway, in almost all style manuals, the last word of the name of the author is taken first. In almost all manuals. So the remaining part is sometimes written as initials in some manuals, a full name written in some according to some manuals. That is up to you. But anyway, while writing down the name of the author, while referring to something, you have to write down the name of the author. Then date of publication is another important thing. Date of publication usually year of publication. In the newspaper article and the date itself will be there. Then title of the article. Title of the article you are taking. Title of the article, if it is a journal article. Title of the book, if it is a book. Then publication information. Publication information, in the case of a book, publication information refers to the place of publication and the name of the publisher in the case of a book. In the case of a journal article, the name of the journal, the volume number of the journal, the issue number of the journal, and the page number of the journal in which the article appeared. These are publication information. These are publication information. I repeat, name of the journal, because here for title you are taking the title of the article, not the title of the journal. Here publication information refers to the name of the journal, the volume number of the journal, issue number of the journal, and the page numbers of the article. Page numbers of the article in which page numbers in which the article appeared in the journal. Then finally, locator information. Locator information is for the electronic documents. Locator information may be the website address or the DOI, Digital Object Identifier. Digital Object Identifier. Or if the Digital Object Identifier is not there, the website address. So these are the important components of the reference. So in the citation, in the text citation, you will give only the name of author and in some cases the date of publication. But in the reference part, all these details should come. In any style, all this information will be there. Yes, so you have written the article. So what are the things we have done so far? You have selected the title. You have identified the journal to which you are going to publish your article. You have read the journal, the author guidelines in that. You identify the journal included in the care list, UGC care list. All these things you have done. You have written down the title. You have written down the author affiliation. You have written down the keyword abstract. Abstract you have not written. Keywords you have not written. You have written down the introduction. You have written down the review of literature. You have written down the method objectives. You have written down the methodology, materials and methods. You have written down the analysis part or the research and discussion. Then findings and the conclusion. Then revision. The next stage is the revision of the article. There may be grammar mistake, there may be sentence mistake, then there may be difference in style. All these things are to be changed. Rewrite the draft. Then after finalizing, write the abstract. So abstract is a short summary of the article. And what are the things to be included? There must be a theme sentence in the article. Theme sentence of the article. The main purpose, what is the purpose of writing the article? What is the importance of the methodology, the main method, finding, and conclusion. This way you have to write the abstract. The abstract should include all these things. All these things, not the headings, but the things alone. Then keywords should contain discipline, subdiscipline, theme, context. So if the journal insists that you should take some keywords from the title, then take keywords from the title. Okay. Yes. So keywords are finalized. Okay. So now your article is complete now for sending for publication. So what are the things in your article? What are the things available in our article? Your title is novel, attractive, current. Then your name and address, you decided whether it is a single author publication or you have decided whether you have to include the name of any other person. Then the abstract you have written, keywords you have written, introduction you have written, review you have written, methodology you have written, result you have written, discussion part, then also conclusion and references. All these things you have written and it is now for publication. Now you can ask doubts and questions. We can discuss your title also. If you have written down a title, you can we can discuss the title also. It is open for discussion now. You can unmute your mic and ask if you have any doubt.
There are some questions asked by the participants.
Yeah.
Kindly clarify the points regarding the author and co-author.
Author and co-author.
Sir, also, just out of 10. First.
Yes, you mean author and co-author? You are asking author and co-author, right?
No, the points regarding the author and co-author. Criteria.
Points to be given, points given by UGC.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yes, I told you earlier, if a journal article is given 10 marks as per UGC guidelines, suppose that in the UGC guidelines in humanities, social sciences, for a scholarly article published in UGC Careless Journal, 10 marks will be given. For science, it is 8. Take 10 marks. Suppose that it is 10 marks. I said, if it is a single author, you will get 10 marks. If it is authors, then the first author and the second author will get 7 marks each. 7 marks each. If there are more than 2 authors, 3 authors, 4 authors, 5 authors, how many? Any number, no problem. The first author will get 7 marks. The remaining authors will get the 30% of the marks. That means 3 marks. Clear?
Hope the participant cleared the doubts.
Clear?
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine.
Okay, sir.
That is according to UGC guidelines. I'm saying about UGC 2018 guidelines.
Okay, sir. Next question. Some journals have only e-journals. Can we publish in such journal?
Sorry?
Some journals have only e-journal.
Okay.
Can we publish in such journal?
Why not? You can publish. We people are encouraging open access journals. We are against copyright journals because copyright journals are making money. Author is not getting any amount from these publications. And the readers are paying money for that. But there is a movement, open access movement. If there is an argument, if a project is funded by the public fund, it is from the public fund, then the publication also should be accessible to the public. So that must be published in the open access journal. There is open access, Madam Jamina Rani, please. So you publish in open access journals. So e-journals may be open access and also commercial, both are there. UGC does not insist on publishing in print-alone journal. UGC says that if a journal is included in the care list, there is no doubt. Whether it is print or online or both, no problem. It should be included in the UGC care list, that's all. Okay? I think that's clear.
Okay, thank you, sir. Next question. How to write the review of literature of paper?
Yeah. Review of literature, as I said earlier, it is just not a summary. It is a critical evaluation. Critical evaluation in the sense that what is the study about? And what is the argument? What is the methodology? If some others have published a study contrary to that, that also is to be incorporated there. So X made a study using some methodology and found something, but Y on a similar study found out some other thing. That way you have to write. That way, generally, people write an abstract of an article. Generally, an abstract will be there as a review, but it is not that way. It should be a critical summary. So somebody has found out something, and some others have found out some other things, so that you have to correlate. That way, you have to write a review. Okay. Then for that, you go to a journal, find out a journal article, and see how that that article is presented the review. That's a better way. What way a journal accepts the review? Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. Another question: if no piece of literature is available related to the study that we selected, how can we do the review of literature, or can we leave out?
Quite impossible. Quite impossible, because you think that your paper is novel, latest, fine, no problem. But there will be related material, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. The only problem is that we are not properly searching and finding out the literature. That's the only question. What we are saying is, it is a review of related literature, not the literature specifically in your topic, right? So there is no question of leaving the review. There is, I think there will be some articles related to your article, no doubt. But sometimes, if it is in medicine, very a new thing is discovered, new medicine is discovered. Sometimes that may happen. That is rare, of course. Okay. Okay. Is it clear?
I think the participant cleared with
Okay,
the doubt.
fine. Okay.
Apart from another question, apart from UGC care list, can we publish on Scopus journal?
Yeah, that's also included. Scopus journals are also included in the UGC care list. If one journal is included in Scopus list, that means it automatically comes to UGC care list. If a journal is indexed in Scopus or Web of Science, that journal automatically comes to UGC care list. No further review is done by the care committee on that. Okay? Okay?
Okay, sir.
In that case, one more thing is to be remembered. One more thing is to be remembered. UGC, I mean, Scopus, suppose that a journal is indexed by Scopus up to 2019. And Scopus stops indexing that particular journal in Scopus from 2020. Then you should not publish an article in that journal. Make sure that when you are publishing an article in a particular journal, make sure that that particular journal is included in the Scopus indexing list in this year. Okay? That may happen. Scopus may stop indexing a particular journal from a particular year onwards. Okay.
Okay, sir. What is the difference between H and I index?
H and I index, H index, I index, all these things. I'll give you a good website address on that. You can go to finding out H index, impact factor, and all I index. These are different measures only. These are different measures. The difference in the sense that impact factor is, you must understand that impact factor is calculated on the basis of a journal, not according to your publication. But H index, I index, etc. are calculated on your publication. You just go to, you just write down the website address. You just go to that address and find out the all types of indexing things. HTTPS colon /HTTPS research guides dot UIC dot edu /if /your impact. If you want to see that website address, I will show you here. I think I can show you. This is the website address. This is the website address. You just go to this website and you can understand different types of these metrics. Okay, you have written down this. Hope this you have written down this. Okay. These are only different measures. Okay.
Sir, another question. Which journal has more value, Scopus Index or UGC Care?
More value in the sense, who is giving value? If UGC is giving value, UGC does not demarcate between Scopus Index journals and Care List journals. Care List, as I said, there are two lists, list 1 and list 2. Both are same. One is decided by the UGC Care protocol. UGC protocol committee decides which journal is to be included in the Care List. The other Scopus Index and Web of Science Index journals are automatically included in the Care List. So both these are in the Care List. So UGC does not make difference between UGC Care List 1 and Care List 2. Okay. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir, is there any difference between Scopus journals and Scopus indexed journals?
Scopus is an indexing system. Scopus journals means Scopus index journals. Scopus is an indexing system. It's a worldwide indexing system. They index journals published all over the world. Scopus index journal means Scopus journals. No doubt about it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
And next question. What is the impact factor of a journal?
Impact factor is to be calculated. Impact factor of a journal is to be calculated. When you are publishing an article, you need not know how impact factor is calculated, but still you should understand what is impact factor. Impact factor is calculated. Now impact factor of 2019 will be available. Impact factor is calculated on the basis of the citations which a journal gets in the previous 2 years. That is, so for example, in 2019, a journal got citations. How many citations a journal in the sense that the articles published in the journals. Suppose that a journal is a quarterly. It publishes 10 articles in an issue. So in 2017, the journal publishes 4 issues. 2017 journal publishes 4 issues. In each issue, there are 10 articles. So altogether, 40 articles will be published in the 2017 volume of the journal. 40 articles have published in the 2017 volume of the journal. In 2018, again, the journal has published 40 articles. Altogether, 80 articles have been published in 2017 and 2018. In 2019, how many articles are citing, or how many articles have cited those 80 articles? Those 80 articles. So that way, it is to be calculated. There is an equation. I will show you the equation how that is calculated. See. This is the way impact factor is calculated. Yes, impact factor of 2010 is actually, see, calculation 2010 impact factor. See, A by B is the impact factor of 2010. Number of times articles published in 2008 and 2008 and 2009 were cited in 2010. So how many authors or how many articles have cited the articles published in a particular journal in 2009 and 2008? That is the thing, divided by the number of citable items published in 2008 and 9. Suppose we can take this example. So A is the number of times articles published in 2009 were cited and 2008 and 9 were cited. Suppose that in 2010 some 20 people have cited the articles published in the journal X in 2018 and 19. We are taking journal X. We are finding out the impact factor of journal X. So we have calculated that the journal X has published 80 articles, 40 plus 40 articles in 2008 and 40 articles in 2009. Okay. 2008, in 2008, the journal published 40 articles, 10 articles in one issue, total 4 issues in a year, so 40 articles. Again, 2009 also 40 articles have been published. In 2010, 20 persons or 20 articles have cited, not in that journal, not in X journal, any number of journal, any journal. 20 people have cited the articles published in journal X in 2008 and 2009. So 20 divided by the total articles published in that journal. Okay. Yes. Divided by 80. How much is that? 40. 40 is the impact factor of this journal X. So if 20 people have cited articles published in 2018 and 2009 in journal X, and if the journal X has published 40 articles in 2008 and 40 articles in 2009, then the impact factor is 40. This way, impact factor is calculated. So when you are publishing an article, you need not know such technicalities anyway, but still you must know. Okay, fine. I think it's clear. Sorry, it's not 40. 20. Right, it is 40. No, it's not 40. It is 0.4. I think. Yes, not 40. Yes, 20 divided by 80. That's 0.4. Okay. 20 divided, it's 0.4. Okay, impact factor is 0.4.
Okay, sir. Another question: can we publish a study done 10 years back but not published?
if it is still relevant. If you find that that study is still relevant, you can publish, no problem.
Okay, sir.
If it is still relevant, if you find that it is still relevant, you can publish. But most often, information may become out of date. That is
Okay,
up to
sir.
you. I cannot say.
Good morning, sir.
Out of date. Okay, fine.
Good morning, sir. I am Dr. Bindu Bharati from Saudi Arabia.
Okay,
I would
fine.
like to,
Welcome.
your presentation was very excellent. I would like to ask, what is the normal impact factor? That means how much? 2.53, like that, no. So what is the standard of impact factor?
Yes. That UGC guidelines, you go to UGC 2018 guidelines, and UGC 18 guidelines says that if a journal has a certain level of impact factor, you can augment your points by such and such things. Should I show that?
Yes, sir. Can you
Okay, fine.
Sir,
Okay.
how to get more citations?
Simple. Publish in open access journals. Open access journals are cited more. So if you publish in open access journals, then you will get more citation. If a journal is more visible, it will get more citation order. If you are publishing in electronic journals, it will be cited more. If you are getting, if you are publishing in print journals, you may not get that much citation. Okay.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, I'm coming to the presentation, that's fine.
Okay.
Dr. Bindu has asked a question. Yes. Yes, to Dr. Bindu.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is the score to be augmented. Paper in refereed journal without impact factor 5. You can augment by 5. With one impact factor 10 points. So this is what UGC says. UGC 2018 regulation.
What about, doctor, the international publication?
No, there is no demarcation between national and international publication now. UGC does not demarcate that. All are included in the care list. There is no, previously it was there. Previously, publication, international publication, they are there. But for journals, now there is no difference between this.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, fine. Okay, any other doubt, please?
Hope that all the participants cleared their doubts almost. Now we came to the end of the session. Now we come to the last program of the webinar. And I have immense pleasure to propose vote of thanks on behalf of Jubilee Mission College of Nursing. First of all, I spread my most sincere thanks to the Lord Almighty. I would like to propose heartfelt thanks to our chief guest, Reverend Father Francis Pallikunath, for inaugurating today's webinar and delivering presidential address. Thank you, Father. Next, I express my sincere gratitude to Dr. Dineshan Kuvakai for sharing his knowledge and making us motivated us towards publishing of scholarly articles. I felt many of our delegates will be able to prepare and publish at least one scholarly article in the forthcoming year. Thank you, sir. I would also like to thank our Assistant Director, Father Shijo Mapranatagaran, for his contributions and guidance. Thank you, Father.
ड्यूटी नहीं घर में इसको पढ़ाना
I would like to place my hearty thanks to Dr. Angela Jnanadure, Principal, Dr. Sister Philoreshmi, and Dr. Sister Teresa Anto, Vice Principal, IQC Coordinator, for their perfect logistic support and guidance. Thank you all. My sincere gratitude to Mr. Dominic Savio, Head of the Computer Department of Jubilee Mission Medical College, and his team for their cooperation and timely support to conduct this webinar as virtual one. Thank you all. A special thanks to the organizing committee, teaching and non-teaching staffs for their unflinching support and coordination. Thanks to all the people who helped me either directly or indirectly to make the webinar successful. Last but not the least, a big thanks to you, all the delegates who made this webinar a very successful one. Without your presence and contribution, this webinar is worthless. I hope all of you are benefited from this webinar. Once again, thank you all.
Sir,
Thank you, the
sir,
team.
your presentation was great and very informative
Thank you,
and
thank you.
knowledgeable. I
Thank you,
think
madam.
everybody got enriched about your preparation, publishing these scholarly articles. Thank you very much, sir. And
Thank you, sister. Thank you. Thank you.
okay,
Thank you very
then
much.
I thank
you
Chris
for giving
also.
me an opportunity to talk to you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Chris.
So my sincere thanks to Jubilee Mission team, Dr. Chris, and her friends, and also dear participants. Thank you very much. My email address and mobile phone number will be available. I think Dr. Chris will share with you my mobile number and email address. You can contact me later also. I hope you all will write an article and publish an article in the near future. So all the best. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, shall I leave?
Okay, sir.
Shall I leave?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.